When customers come to your shop with ABS lights, traction control issues, or strange braking behavior, the problem isn't always electrical. Sometimes the real culprit is the relationship between the wheel bearing and the wheel speed sensor. These two components depend on precise tolerances, and when the relationship changes, the entire system can start sending out bad information. Let's break down why that happens and how you can spot it in the bay. Wheel bearings have to keep the wheel flange rotating in a near perfect plane. Wheel speed sensors need a stable air gap between the sensor and the tone ring so they can read speed accurately. When the tone ring is built into the bearing, those tolerances stack up fast. If the bearing develops play, the air gap changes. Change it enough and the signal pattern changes too. That's when the ABS module gets confused. If it sees sudden dropouts from a wheel speed sensor, it reads that as impossible wheel behavior. The vehicle stopping in inches and then instantly speeding back up. The software knows that can't happen, so it sets a code. Most of the time, those codes include words like erratic or malfunction. Winter impacts make this worse. Curb strikes, potholes, and deep freeze road conditions can damage bearing surfaces long before the customer notices a problem. Wheel bearings fail because of events, not necessarily because of mileage. A pothole in February may not show up as an ABS issue until months later. This is where scan tools come in. Modern scan tools can graph multiple wheel speed sensors at once. On a test drive, watch how the inside and outside wheel speeds react in a turn. If one drops suddenly, that's a sign the air gap shifted due to play inside the bearing. Wireless OBD connections make this easier when you're working alone, especially when spinning the wheels on a lift. If you want even more clarity, a scope can show what the circuit is actually doing. But before scoping anything, you should understand the bias voltage test. The ABS module sends out a low voltage signal during startup to check for shorts or opens. If resistance is too high or too low, the module cuts power, sets a code, and deactivates ABS and stability control. This is why disconnecting a wheel speed sensor immediately triggers a fault. And it's why some techs mistakenly think that the module is dead when they see no voltage at the connector. To test the circuit with the system active, you'll need to back probe the connector or use a bypass harness so the module will reapply voltage. Once it does, you can confirm whether the circuit and the bearing that supports the sensor is doing what it should. For more tire and service videos, don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. I'm Christian Hinton, coming to you from the Tire Review Continental Tire Garage studio at Babcock's Media. Thanks for watching.